Hello, and welcome to Senior Code Review Buddy.
My name is Chris, and today I'm going to talk about how you should be reverting broken changes right away, as that will result in a better work environment for everyone. It's happened to me multiple times. I've been working on my latest change, and it's dragged on for longer than I expected. I finally got my change working, and I got that last LGTM I needed, and I can merge my change, which I do. I'm now happy to finally put this code behind me and move on to my next change. Then, a few minutes later, I get a dreaded email letting me know that my change broke a test that is only run after code is committed. And I get frustrated. Why wasn't this code run before? Why didn't anyone tell me this test could be impacted by my change? And then I take a deep breath, and I revert my change. I don't worry about figuring out how to fix the problem yet, because my first priority is to get the main branch back into a good state. While my broken change is there, if any other developer syncs, they'll be syncing a broken repo. They'll potentially see test failures that have nothing to do with them, and they could waste a bunch of time trying to figure out how their code could possibly have made that test fail, before realizing that the test is broken even without their code. And while that test suite is failing, depending on what settings are, everyone that lands a change could get an email letting them know that the build is failing. And if they didn't know that it was already broken before, they might waste time trying to figure out how they broke it. Or if the email's only sent the first time it goes from good to bad, someone else could land another change that unintentionally breaks another test in that test suite. And we might not notice it for a while. And the longer it takes for that to come up, the more annoying and energy it will take for us to fix it later. All of which to say that once a test suite is failing, there's a lot of negative problems. And for the sake of everyone, we're all better off if we get the test suite green ASAP. So why haven't I talked about how to quickly fix the test? Why have I only mentioned reverting? If the goal is to fix the failing test suite ASAP,
Why not land a fix?
that's because I strongly believe that trying to fix the test first is the wrong approach. It's likely to be riskier and slower. Let's compare the two approaches. First off, we'll look at landing a revert. Most source control systems have a relatively simple way to create a revert with a command or two, and then we just need approval from someone and to land it. Getting approval should be relatively easy since we are just undoing a recent change, which will return the repo to a known good state. We're going back to a state we know of. And that's the key part of this approach. We know that before our broken change landed, the repo was in a good state. So reverting our change should return us to that state. Overall, it shouldn't take more than 10 minutes or so to land our revert, hopefully faster, and we should have a high level of confidence that things will return to a good state. We still need to fix our change, but since the repo is back to a good state, we can fix our change at our own pace. We can verify that we've got the right fix and investigate to see if anything else might need to change. Depending on when this is all happening, say I was landing this change right at the end of my workday, it might even make sense to go home for the day after reverting your change and try and figure out the right fix the next day when you have a fresh set of eyes. Now, let's think about what fixing this change live might look like. First off, we need to figure out the fix. Unless it's a trivial fix, we're probably already going to spend more time figuring out the fix than it would take to revert the change. So let's assume we do believe it's a trivial fix, and we're able to quickly code it up and get it up for review. How confident are you that it will ensure the test suite starts passing again? Did you run the test suite locally? I'm hoping you did to confirm the test is now passing, but that takes time. And if we don't run the test suite locally, because we are so confident and the fix is so trivial, are we confident that the test won't fail at another check? If this test was written in Python, the test probably failed when it hit the first failed condition. So could there be a second failing condition later that we aren't aware of? And will our proposed fix that too? Now, will our code review be fast? Unlike the revert, we aren't returning to a previously known good state. We are trying to progress from a known broken state to a hopefully fixed state. Even if your change is trivial, there should probably be some discussion or thinking on your part and the reviewer's part to align and make sure this is a good fix and that there aren't other issues that are being introduced or missed. So at this point, even if we were able to find a trivial solution and code it fast, and quickly find a reviewer that agrees this is the right solution, we're unlikely to be faster than a straight revert. And we'll still have some uncertainty about if this fix is truly all that's needed, because we're moving code to a new, unknown state. One other factor that I think can weigh heavily here is humans, and this can be a stressful situation. If you know people are waiting on you to fix the test, it can be hard to think as well as normal, and to make sure you don't miss something. The reverting path doesn't ask nearly as much as the fixing it live path. And that's why I think when a broken change is landed, we should just revert it instead of trying to fix it live. It's generally faster and less risky. So, what do you think? Do you think there's a good reason why we shouldn't revert that I've overlooked? Is there a pro or a con to either side that I've missed? If so, why not leave a comment below? Thanks for listening to me chat about this today. If you've enjoyed this, please consider hitting the like button below or subscribing. And if you have code you'd like me to review or ideas you'd like me to talk about, please leave a comment below or reach me at chris@seniorcodereviewbuddy.com. Thanks, and have a great day.